Next is my one and only picture cube. It's a simple Pokemon one. It's got Pokeball, Slow King, I believe, Marill, Pikachu, Raichu, and Elekid. It's pretty bad quality, but again, I think it's quite cheap. And yeah, see, that's already stuck. It's alright. I wouldn't complain for the price. I didn't really buy it for its quality anyway. So yeah. Next is my current speed cube. It's my YJ 3x3. This has been the cube which I've got my times down below a minute. My average is now about 53 seconds, which for 4 months of cubing I don't think it's too bad, and I'm constantly trying and learning more PLLs to try and get my times down. My best is 41 seconds at the minute. That wasn't a lucky no PLL needed. It can be adjusted, and I have, to the point where it just doesn't pop. I have got a Diane cube on order, so this won't be my speed cube for long, I imagine. But it's been a great servant up till now, and the stickers are also brilliant. Never even flaked in all the time I've had it. Great cube. Following on the same theme, this is a YJ 5x5, which I bought following the success of the 3x3 and the Fisher cube. And this is, if not better, to be honest. After a few solves, the quality of this is one of the smoothest cubes I have. It's almost too smooth in a way, but if you want a 5x5, I'd definitely recommend this cube. It's brilliant, very fast, colours are very recognisable, and it has considerable undercutting as well. This is just a simple 3x3 snake. I know you can get 4x4 and probably bigger now, but yeah, this was good for the first day or two. I could only do it a few times, but the more you do it, the more you remember where to start on each end, so it becomes easier. But yeah, definitely worth getting one of these. It's good fun and something different, which still involves cubes. Next is my, I think that was QJ, possibly YJ. I think it's QJ. It's a two-layer Super Square 1. I actually dove in at the deep end with this cube, because I never knew how to solve a Square 1, a Square 2, or a Super Square 1, the 4-layer, the more popular one. But it looked fun, it was something different, so I bought it, and it was a great challenge. It's a great cube in terms of turning. The only problem is when you're doing the first bit, trying to get all 8 small pieces on top, it doesn't quite fit. But you can get around that quite easily. I do recommend these, and because of that, I've recently bought a Square 1, which is on its way. But yeah, it was quite difficult. It took me a good week to work out a method of solving it for myself, but I do recommend that to you as well. Next, most recently, I think this was bought about a week ago, I think. This had arrived about a week ago. It's a QJ 4x4. Oops, sorry. Yeah, QJ. And it's got a lot better since I first started using it. I still prefer my Ishin one, mainly because it looks better as well, but it looks better quality than this. But the middle slices aren't too bad, and it doesn't get stuck like the Ishin. It's a lot heavier and a lot more sturdy, really. There's a review of it on my I'll put a link to the review in the description, so you can see what I thought about it there. Next is my rainbow cube, or the 14-sided colour cube. There's a review, tutorial and a video of me doing an average of 7 of this on my channel, so check that out. It turns quite well for one of these face turning puzzles. Can get stuck a bit, but that's not surprising with the pieces. The colours are all very slightly different, so there are 14 colours. But if you can get one of these cheap, which in some places you can, some places they're very expensive, and I'm not sure why. But then I do recommend getting one, but don't spend too much on them because they're quite easy to solve. Next is my Chang 2-layer crazy cube, and due to getting other puzzles at the same time as this, I currently don't know how to solve it. I know vaguely and used a tutorial to solve it to this state, but the centres were on the wrong side. But as this is the most solved it's been in a while, I thought I'd just leave it like this. This is a very good cube. It's very interesting. Personally, I prefer the crazy 3x3s, but this is more pocket size, and if you just want to do something quickly, then I do recommend this. This is a Skew variant, I believe. It's a 3x3x3 mod. The colours are quite confusing, but it's a good mod. I still prefer the Fisher Cube one, but in terms of knowing how to do the top layer on this is very confusing. But it's more of a good challenge than annoyingly difficult. So yeah, this was QJ as well. This is my mini Chang cube. I've done a review of this as well, and I'll put a link to that in the description. Yeah, very good quality for the size as well. Very recommended cube. My gear cube. I got this off eBay for about £10, so that was a bargain in my eyes. It turns well. It does get locked up a bit, but more with practice of knowing how to hold the side that you're not turning will stop it locking or anything. The colours are okay. It's blue and purple, which can be confusing. The paint on it was already chipped when I got it. I'm considering getting the Tony Fisher style stickers just to make it look a bit more professional, but I'll see in time. I won't do it just yet, but I might do. Gear cube is a good challenge in my eyes. I've recorded a tutorial which should be uploaded by the time I upload this. And finally, my Diane and MF8 Crazy 3x3. This is one of the Planet Solar System series they did, and this is the Neptune Cube, you can see there. On this cube, the Neptune one is where 3 adjacent sides are bandaged and the other 3 adjacent sides are not. On this cube it is the white, the orange and the blue which are bandaged, and the yellow, the red and the green which are not bandaged. Something about the caps on this. The caps come off very easily. For the first week of using it, I did not use the caps at all. I had the screws showing, and that's because they came off within a couple of turns. But then I found the trick out that if you put a piece of paper over like that and then put the cap on, it creates enough tension for them not to fall off. Like there, you realise the blue one is coming off because the paper has come out. So yeah, just a little trick there for you if you're having the same problem. The reason I like this cube is because it is mostly intuitive. Well, a lot of the steps are, and another reason why I like it is because there are so many steps involved in solving this cube. I am a fan of mostly intuitive solving of cubes, and this one up to a point, up until almost the last step, you can do without algorithms. Obviously you need a few, but yeah, it's a good original challenge, and I do like the way that every cube in the series needs to be solved in a different way, some in completely radically different ways. But personally, this one was the one I like the look of the most, and yeah, so my favourite cube at the minute. Okay, so that concludes the cube collection video for today. I'll keep you updated when I get new cubes. Thanks for watching.